Where am I? Is this my own shed? How did I get here? Kane? What the fuck is going on? I've got some questions for you. Some questions for me? God, what about? You know what? I really fucking don't, Kane. You're gonna have to elaborate to me. I have got some questions about Doctor Who. Doctor Who. No. Anything but that. Please, Who? No! Doctor Who! Are you doing the intro or am I? It's your idea. It's your video idea.
Okay then.
Okay.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another quiz. But it ain't a quiz though.
It's a Doctor Who quiz that isn't really a quiz. It's just more of a philosophical insert word here.
What it is I'm testing Zach's capability of becoming a showrunner where questions
No, go. You're doing great. That's brilliant.
where questions will be thrown at him about the universe of Doctor Who and like Chibnall mix it up on the fucking spot.
So you're saying is Doctor Who showrunners are secretly politicians. They dance around a question they're asked and avoid answering it. So today you've got questions for me.
Yes.
Doctor Who related questions.
Yes.
And it's my job to somehow fathom the question and somehow cook up the most bullshit answer that I can.
Yes.
Excellent. Let's do this.
These questions range from some serious ones where they could actually be an answer and I just don't know old Who, at which point you take more of a Russell or Moffat stance of going
Over-explaining it.
and actually say it's already here referenced.
Or I do a Chibnall and I just create my own.
Yeah, make your own universe.
Backstory. Yeah.
This is your, what's it, audition?
This is my audition for Doctor Who showrunner.
Audition disc, yeah.
Since Doctor Who's a bit on the ropes at the moment, I figured I'd...
I'm just doing this in the order I've written them in.
Okay.
So it's all a bit random. But it's the first question that inspired this idea.
Mm-hmm.
How do angels know to freeze around corners? Like, if they're coming around a corner, how do they know something's around there?
That is a very good question.
Do they get caught moving?
I think it's whenever any follicle of their body meets the eyes of any other living thing, they don't have a choice. I think they... I mean, at least this is based on the canon that was understood in the episode Blink where they were introduced, is that their bodies literally freeze to stone when being observed. It's not a choice. They're not like Andy's toys where they decide to suddenly drop whenever someone's on their way, right? I think angels literally have the physical... God, this is a really good video idea because you're really making me fucking create a word soup right now. But the way I understood it actually is that angels actually are... Their DNA is based around that fact that they turn to stone whenever their eyes are being met with another living thing's eyes.
Okay, but wouldn't they be seen appearing slightly? Like, yes, they will freeze there and then, but wouldn't they...
Mayhaps... But then again, I'm just going to blame the show for not being accurate to their own lore.
See, I know how to do it in video games, but...
Right, yeah. But then video games is more loose, isn't it, with that?
Yeah. But we're good. I broke Jonathan with this.
Yeah?
You cried. I went,
That's an easy question. I bet there's going to be so much more worse ones.
They're just dumb ones.
Alright, let's go. Next one.
So, angels come from...
Another angel one, huh? Okay. Let's go.
They're just the first two. Then
Yeah. Let's go.
Some of the best creatures.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
The angel's origin.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Don't ask me about that. I don't fucking know where they came from.
Could they have come from a single angel and they only multiplied through the rule?
Of looking in the eye, yes. I'm just saying yes.
That
That's a good canon, that is. That works.
and also the image of an angel is an angel.
Mm-hmm. That also works. So they can appear through the means that they infect. Is through looking at them in the eyes, or drawing them, or taking a photo of them, or videoing them.
Okay, and that's why
That's it.
and that's why they all look the same, apart from some.
Yeah, I mean, some statues can move about and be angels, but their physiological DNA can like share that of an angel. Boom.
Okay.
I'm fucking winning at this one, aren't I?
Trenzalore.
Oh, fuck off! You can't. All right, let's hear it. Go on.
Could that be the 14th Doctor's TARDIS? Not so. There's the 15th and the cloning TARDIS. Could that be?
No, because the TARDIS interior inside Name of the Doctor was the Matt Smith second TARDIS, which is the Capaldi one, and so that isn't accurate to the TARDIS the 14th Doctor has.
But could it have?
Yeah, it could potentially be that, but my signs lead to no. But who knows? It can be like a false future.
Then what will happen to that TARDIS?
Rot. That's my answer for that one. Rot on Trenzalore, I should expect.
I'll come back to more 14 and 15 stuff.
Excellent.
Later.
Oh, I think I know what some of those questions are going to be. They're going to be like the Watcher and the Curator and stuff like that. Have I predicted that correctly?
I don't know. I don't know
next question.
those in my notes.
Go to the next question.
Torchwood's Miracle Day.
Excellent. There we go. This is a good one.
Where was the Doctor all that time? Wasn't that? If I remember right,
Yeah,
that's a year.
I have a great answer to everything relating to Doctor Who spin-off with Torchwood. Only Torchwood. This only reacts to one of my favourite lines in Torchwood: Children of Earth. I watched this like a couple months ago.
I think I've got one of those as well.
One of my Torchwood: Children of Earth is one of the best pieces of television I've ever seen, and one of my favourite lines of dialogue written in that entire 5-episode script is Gwen talking to the camera at the start of episode 4, and that's how much I know about Children of Earth, because I love that TV special. Is in Children of Earth, she says, so I ask Captain Jack sometimes about where this mysterious doctor is whenever we're dealing with stuff. I don't need to ask anymore. Sometimes the doctor must look upon this world and turn away in shame. The actions of like the politicians in Children of Earth, and even in Miracle Day, reflect exactly why the Doctor sometimes doesn't save the Earth, because he doesn't fucking feel like it sometimes. Because I just love that headcanon that it's just a really powerful line of dialogue, and that's my explanation for Miracle Day. That's why I wasn't there. Could
the companions be impacted by it? Could that explain Moffat's series?
Oh,
no one
God. Maybe. I mean, the thing is like. The thing is that Moffat likes to kill off characters, but not really, so it doesn't really work, because Clara did die. It's just that in her last second of existence, he plucked her out and froze her entire existence, but she was still conscious for that 1 second, for the rest of eternity. But it's canon that she will return to her body and die by the Raven eventually in that final second.
Okay.
It's just she's going to have her spin-off that didn't happen with Maisie Williams for a bit. And then as for Amy and Roy, they also technically died, but it's just they aged to death in New York.
Okay.
So,
and
don't ask me about why the Doctor couldn't visit them outside of New York. That never made sense to me either.
I think they were quantum locked in something. But...
No, they weren't quantum locked in New York. Doctor was quantum locked out of New York.
Right.
They could have easily taken a fucking ferry out of New York in whatever time period they got sent from, and just visited him in Britain in 73 or wherever they got sent to.
Okay.
That's my own fucking like plot hole that I can't get over with Amy and Rory. Anyway, go.
Okay, now apart from the Moffat joke,
Yeah.
with relation to the immortal thing,
Oh right, yeah.
could
Yeah.
there
That's
have
what
been
the
a
question
chance
was.
any companion, because at the time it was like David really?
Was
there
it?
been
No,
a
it was
chance-
Matt Smith, wasn't it? Was it Matt Smith?
Well, yeah, that came out. That's your knowledge.
I think Miracle Day was 2010, so I think it was first year of Matt. maybe.
Okay. It was like, could there have been a chance there was like, at some point they were immortal?
I mean, maybe, but that time period of Who gets really confuzzled because the Doctor also reset the universe at the end of 2010 with the Big Bang, right? So I think anything goes when it comes to that era of Doctor Who. It's like, the answer's yes. Let's just say yes.
Yeah.
Everyone was immortal for a little bit there.
Yeah. I want to see a mini-sode where it's just the Doctor with a companion. Just confused because the companion just got shot in the chest and it's fine.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he's just like
I've always
what
said
happened?
this, like, this is actually a good pitch of me as a showrunner, because I've always been a fan, and maybe we should do an entire separate video of me pitching my, how I would pitch the Doctor Who universe and Doctor Who as a singular show, because I have ideas for spin-offs that not many people would ever think to do, or maybe they would, but think they'd be too daring. But one that I thought would always be a good idea is Tales of the Whoniverse, or Tales of Doctor Who, and it's one-off episodes, and it's just lots of bottle episodes, akin to the sort of Sally Sparrow effect. And Blink can be the blueprint of the Tales of Doctor Who show, where we have an episode of this random Joe on the street that gets shot, and they're living their normal life, and they get shot, but this is during the events of Miracle Day, and they heal, and they're like, what the fuck? And then the rest of the episode is them living their life to the fullest. Like, it can be so loosely based on it doesn't have to have anything else relating to Doctor Who. No TARDIS, no Screwdriver, no Daleks, nothing. The only link that it has to Doctor Who is the fact that they were wounded during the Miracle Day stuff, and they were healed, and it affected their life. And the episode is the rest of that. That's how I've always imagined there should be a show like that explores the rest of the impact that the Doctor Who universe has.
So instead of the one-off episodes that you have where they'll go from really good episodes like Blink to the monsters.
Well, no, the thing is a Tales of Doctor Who show that I'm thinking is a great way to experiment with formulas, because Doctor Who as a show can literally do anything, and the reason why I like Ncuti's first era a season is because of the fact that one episode he's on a spaceship with talking babies, the second one he's fighting music, the third one he's on a landmine the whole time, the fourth one he's not even there, the fifth one they're trying to save people who don't want to be saved. Every episode is so vastly different from each other. Tales of Doctor Who can be a further exploration of expanding the formula of what Doctor Who can be. This is getting so far away from the premise of this video. I want you to move on to your next question now. But that's my idea. That's what I would do. I'd make a spin-off like that.
Believe it or not, it relates to your next part.
Okay.
The fuck is wrong with the human race? Why are they always so forgetful about everything that hits them?
I mean, for a little while, Doctor Who was really good at canonically staying on track with the events of happening. With RTD's era, from his first one, from Series 1 all the way to 4, they were really good at keeping with that. And in Series 5, there was a bit of carryover until the Big Bang happened at the end of Series 5.
But again, that reset the universe and made people
yeah,
forget it.
so that also is a nice way to not trip over your own toes with your own canon. And Moffat didn't want to get bogged down with the RTD stuff, right? So I get it from his perspective, but it is a bit strange to do that, because it does muddle everything up. If you reset the universe, I'm like, what else does that change? He never explains it in full. Anyway, what was your question?
The fuck is wrong with the human race?
Oh, right.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole other topic. But it's like the Earth has been invaded by Daleks. God knows how many fucking times,
and yet they still get surprised at Dalek.
What's this? A giant salt shaker? You know what I mean? Like, they get surprised every other time. You know what I mean? You just got that, huh? Great. I'm glad that I was able to entertain you with that very old joke.
I've heard that one.
It's the oldest, Dalek criticism. Besides, they can't go upstairs even until they could.
I thought Dustbin was the oldest one.
No, it's Pepperpots. That's always been the joke. It's Tim Pepperpots. They've been referred to Tim Pepperpots in the 7th Doctor era. Anyway, so I guess they just have I guess the water is a bit more muddier wherever Doctor Who universe is. Whatever's in the water makes them forget about when the Cybermen invaded X time and when the Zygons came and brought to life the Loch Ness monster the other time, and then they forget about the Yetis and the underground and the thing is as well is that sometimes these episodes don't happen on Earth, but when they do, God, do they get swept under the rug the next time the Earth gets invaded, because I mean they were quite good at it for a little while in from 2005 to 2011. There was a little stint there of Doctor Who where they were like, wait, let's actually reference the planets in the sky, and let's reference the Toclophane or whatever they were called, and let's reference the ghosts roaming on the streets and the Sycorax ship above Earth where they're all stood on the buildings. They were good about it for a little while there, and then they just kind of fucking decided, nah, who cares about that shit? There were moments in Series 10 where Bill actually does pay reference to some stuff, but I can't for the life of me remember what she references to. But it's in the pilot episode, and I can't remember what the fucking thing about that one. But yeah.
All I remember was she referred to the TARDIS as a big kitchen.
Yeah. Anyway, next question. Yeah, there's something in the water and it's making them forget every time a new monster comes and invades. That's my answer.
So, the TARDIS translates what is said or written.
Oh no, not the telepathic link thing. Here we go. No, go. No, ask
That's
the
something
question.
I don't even know.
Ask the question. Come on.
It's-
I know what you're asking. Come on.
No, it's not. It's even dumber than that.
What?
Why doesn't Alongzi translate?
Oh, that's excellent.
Is he saying it in Spanish or something? Can it-
Alonso?
Yeah. Why doesn't it translate?
That's a very good question.
If anything translates, he's just saying,
Let's go every time. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
"Do you want to make he gets away with it?" 'Cause that's the name.
It's a choice. It's a choice of the Doctor is a celestial being, and he can choose what language he wants to speak, and he can bypass the telepathic link.
Okay.
I want to kill myself.
This one's gonna piss off.
Let's go.
If the Doctor went to Scotland, would it just be called the Lakeness Monster?
Lakeness monster.
It's not Loch, it's Lake.
Lakeness monster translates the accent. So it makes sense.
Why doesn't the 15th Doctor ever use the 14th Doctor's TARDIS when trapped on Earth?
Oh shit! Yeah. Why doesn't he do that? Why does he not do that? The thing is. Oh yeah, that doesn't actually work, does it? Because in Joyce of the World, when he's spending that whole year, he's the other Doctor says to him, complete the link.
Oh, yeah, it was reference to
He
that
doesn't.
as well, yeah.
It doesn't say how you complete the link. It doesn't say no TARDIS is allowed, Mister, does he? So he could have probably done that. Yeah, I haven't got anything. I mean, by that logic, he could go to Totter's Lane in '63 and steal the TARDIS from the first Doctor if he's stuck there at any point. Like by that logic, I think when the Doctor starts treading over his own time stream, granted the 14th Doctor is a split time stream from the 15th. No, yeah, why doesn't he? Anyway, next question.
As we're
I haven't
saying,
got an answer for that
if
one.
it was any previous Doctor, that I would understand that, but
Yeah.
because it is literally...
Because it is a branching thing and it's a new person,
Yeah.
technically. Yeah.
So this one
Mm-hmm.
is like my own fan theory.
What?
Bad Wolf Girl. Could that actually be the Bad Wolf? Not just the moment, but mid the Dalek War, have full control of time and space.
Mm-hmm.
So from Eccleston, those looking at the TARDIS, they're actually being Bad Wolfed during that time, going back into the moment. Because it's not.
So you
fully
reckon
Rose.
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, yeah? And the moment manifests the bad wolf, and then that manifests into the time vortex and gets spread everywhere.
Yes.
Because
The reason it's
well,
that
the
face.
moment doesn't explode and spread across time and space, though. In the end, does it? Though. So it's not. How does bad wolf spread across the universe as a subliminal message? If the moment, because the moment, it's implied that the moment blows up Gallifrey and then spreads everywhere. By that logic, yeah. But with the logic of they didn't blow up Gallifrey, they just moved it. It doesn't really work. So
Okay.
no, probably not. That's my answer to that.
But what about if Rose, having the full knowledge from the TARDIS' history and future,
Mm-hmm.
part of it, along with bringing back Jack, actually becomes the moment in that 1 second just to go to there.
Oh, you reckon?
Is like, why that face? And the reason why it's not.
Well, no, the reason why they chose that face in the script is because Eccleston was meant to play the War Doctor, but he didn't want to come back, and so they casted John Hurt. So that's kind of that's the out of universe reason why. But in the universe, yeah, sure, I'll give you that. Sure, that's a good theory. Why not? Good idea.
Nah.
I'm going to steal it.
Now you do. Now you're being a showrunner.
I'm being showrunner now.
Yeah, it's like, sure.
Sure, that works. That'll do.
What was the first thing the Doctor did when regenerating into the Ninth Doctor?
Sorry, yeah, second. I already zoned out there. try again.
What was the first thing the Ninth Doctor actually did? I know there's like various stories between the regeneration and Rose. What was the first thing he would have done in character of him?
Fantastic. And then run down a corridor. No, I probably picked his outfit. I don't know. I mean, clearly stuff happened between him regenerating and him getting to Rose because his TARDIS is very different from the War Doctor's TARDIS.
Yeah, he just hadn't looked at himself all that time.
Right, yeah. I mean, the thing is like, I don't know where I stand with Big Finish. This isn't even me being like, oh, let's explain Big Finish into the wider canon. Big Finish have trodden over the toes of the show, and the show have trodden over the toes of Big Finish so fucking much in the last like 5 years, 10 years even if you go all the way back to Moffat, that it's kind of like Big Finish is like a splinter universe at this stage from the rest of Doctor Who. So I don't know if I count any of Big Finish as being real like canon Doctor Who, like in the canon of like the TV universe. But then again, some of it can be. In fact, all of it probably could be. But it requires a smarter person than me to fucking shoehorn all of that crap into the existing canon of the canonical show that we have from Hartnell to Shooty, right? So I don't know where I stand with Big Finish, and you've got me on that tangent somehow. But back to Eccleston, yeah, I don't know. I don't know really what he'd be doing. Probably, yeah, just getting into scrapes like usual. I don't know what he'd be doing.
I'll accept running around in the corridors. I'm imagining
Fantastic!
I'm imagining him regenerates and just runs around in the TARDIS corridors, repainting them there and then.
Yeah.
He's like, I like what that 10 guy
Looks a
did.
bit too white.
I like what the matchstick did. And just change it up.
God, what now?
What's the Doctor's name?
Gerald.
Is-
Next question.
Is that the same?
No further explaining. Next question.
Is that the same name they had before the mind wipe?
Mind wipe? What mind wipe?
When the Doctor's mind got wiped before his first regeneration.
Oh, bollocks. I forgot about that shit. Oh,
Time
no.
to power shit.
Oh, no! I'm still sticking with Gerald. For both. Gerald for both. Move on.
So he remembers his name's Gerald.
Oh, God, the Timeless Child stuff really just ruined everything, doesn't it? Because now it's like, because it implies throughout the rest of the show, after Timeless Child happens, that he kind of knows his name, but he clearly fucking doesn't because he's been mind wiped. I'm like, yeah, Gerald. Moving on. I'm not getting in a Timeless Child rant today, thanks. Don't tell me you have Timeless Child questions on there. I don't know if I can take them.
So what does 14 do? What does he do with his free time?
He takes his niece Rose 2 trips to the moon.
Ah.
Next question.
Does he go into teaching at the university again?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I really loved that dynamic in Series 10, so yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah.
What does he teach?
He will teach whatever Capaldi taught, which is everything. He was in a lesson of chemistry and he decided to teach planetary whatever. Right? So yeah, everything.
What did 10 teach as a teacher?
Physics.
I'm gonna show you my notes. Just me.
Physics.
What would an interaction with River and 15 be like?
Very flirtatious, I imagine.
Yeah.
Just pretty. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay.
Just yeah, pretty flirtatious.
Yeah. So next one, another River one.
Mm-hmm.
Will she meet the 14th Doctor?
There's a chance. There's a good chance. Because she definitely recognises him in Silence in the Library, so same face, probably expected that he was a later one, and then the scene in Silence in the Library makes more sense under that context because she realises, oh shit, you're young. You're not the same face that I met with the other spiky hair stick insect man, right? So yeah, I'd say yeah, probably. I've always had that theory as well, really. So,
Yes. Yeah. I love that
fun
one. Oh my god, that's like... That is one thing, is like, that's the only thing that's saved the whole River thing, because River's like...
I still like the idea of Rivel... I still like the idea
Rivel
of
D
River...
song.
The final... I still like the idea of River's final 2 stories. Like, in her timeline. Her existence in the universe ends with Husbands of River Song, then Silence in the Library. Those 2 stories are a final 2. If they try and shoehorn any more of her existence after those 2 stories, I'll be very annoyed because it is a perfect end of arc. With Husbands of River Song, people hate that story. Hot take here, I think it's a great story.
Okay.
A great Christmas story too. Love Greg Davis. Yeah, I think that it's a great final 2 stories for River from her point of view.
Okay, well,
Anyway.
I do have a theory that allows her to meet 14, but not after that point.
Well, yeah, it's just any point, before those episodes.
How'd you get the photos? I reckon 14 gave them and specifically left out Peter's.
Because he remembers not seeing Peter's when he was Peter, yeah. Yeah, that works. Yeah, all good. Sounds good to me. Glad I thought of it.
Okay.
I'm really embodying the showrunner in me,
Now,
aren't I?
bring back Torchwood a bit.
Oh, God, alright.
When wearing perception filters, well, not Torchwood, more Jack.
Okay.
When wearing the perception filters around their necks with the Master episodes,
Oh, right, yeah. Here we go.
how come Martha, Doc, and Jack never walk into each other?
Because they're all wearing one. And they saw each other put each of them on.
Yeah, but still, they're not watching each other the whole time.
I know, but if they put them on at the same time and they're aware that they all put them on, and also, each of the things on the necklace are a different piece of the TARDIS key, and as is part of the same item, they can see each other. Fuck you. Trying to catch me out of that one. Move on.
Okay.
Next question.
So I've got 2 more, and they're back to the Angels.
Okay. And that's it, is it, after that?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Who would win? This one is a...
Is it the Silence or the Angel? Is that the question? Because I've seen that one online.
That's the next one.
Oh god, okay. It's actually, or you just said you're adding that one.
No, that is the next one.
Is it? Oh my god, okay.
But Cole's got a better version of that
Okay,
question.
sure.
Angel versus Angel. The hosts or the weepings?
The Weeping Angels.
Why?
Because the hosts won't be able to kill them when they're looking at them because they're fucking stone.
Does that work for Machine though?
What
Does that work for Machine though?
do you mean?
Well, the machines, robots, looking at angels, would they still be frozen?
Well, that's a very good question. Like, because Cybermen aren't living either. If Cybermen stare at an angel, do angels freeze when?
Well, they were cyborgs.
Yeah. Well, let's go even further than just any robots. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, and I don't have an answer.
Also, again, angels again.
Okay.
One more related to hosts and robots.
Mhm.
The rule of image of an angel again.
Mhm.
Does saving them on hard drives create angels? More angels?
Yes.
Does.
I reckon yes. That's a very. That's
So
a yes.
security cameras.
Anything that holds the visual of an angel. So even if it's like a PNG on like a file, I reckon so. Yeah.
Okay. And now, just answer the basic thing: angel versus silence. And then
Because the theory is, and I'll elaborate because I've seen the exact same thing online. Do the angels freeze when the silence sees them, or do they forget that the silence sees them when they're not looking? My answer is angels win. Because when the silence sees them, they freeze. So angels can't turn away from them and forget them. Because you forget a silence when you turn away from them and you lose eye contact with them. So
Okay.
angels win is my answer, because silence will look away first because angels can't move while silence is observing them. So yeah, angels win. That's my answer. And I'm pretty fucking happy with that answer, to be
Okay.
fair.
Now, if an angel freezes,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not looking at a silent,
Yep.
would it just be confused at why it froze?
Yes.
It's like,
He's like, why am I not moving? I can't move. Yes, is the answer to that. I love that headcanon there. And since angels talk now, I want to see an episode, Tales of Doctor Who. Who's fucking looking at me? I can't turn around and see who the bastard is. I just want to go to the shops.
So I will give you my friend's theory of what,
Okay.
and it's like, so that was the exact question,
Yeah.
including the freak out.
Okay.
Maybe the silence is why angels aren't a bigger threat than they are.
Right.
If angels are everywhere, a la Angels of Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they don't attack often because they are always silent around. Looking
Yeah, I
at them.
mean, sure.
Or Vashnarada, like a lot of invisible creatures,
Well,
which
yeah,
are all
that's
made by
it,
Moffat, by
yeah.
the way.
I mean, Moffat likes to put the fear of God in you with these monsters, doesn't he? I
Yeah.
mean, he creates good monsters, but doesn't always explain them perfectly. So it's up to us to figure out what the fuck he was on about.
Now,
But yeah, I guess.
now
That's
for
the
Angel
reason.
versus a Moffat monster.
Yes, let's go.
Now, this is based on the speed of these creatures.
Oh,
These are both very fast creatures.
right. Yeah.
But who's quicker? An angel freezing in Quantum Lock, or the Vashnarada eating it?
Oh, that's a really good one. No, I go back to what I said. I think Angel wins because because Vashnarada are a living thing, which means they can observe. But then again, do they have eyes? They might be.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
They may. Well, yeah. Let's just say yes then. How about they do have eyes? Because otherwise, how will they know how to move about? I mean, they're living shadow, but they're tiny little follicles of dark. That's what they are. If they have eyes, then yeah, Angel wins because angels turn to stone. Stone can't be eaten, like a chicken bone, like a chicken wing kind of whatever, right? So now Angel wins once again.
So what you're saying, angels are
Because also angels, whenever anyone touches an angel, they get zapped back in time. The angel can
not always.
No, if they choose to. But if they turn to stone, they can do that. Because you've seen the stone angel being observed by the 11th Doctor, but still managed to zap Amy back in time in the graveyard.
No,
the angel
Amy was covering the sight.
Of the hand, yes. But not the full angel. So in Angels Take Manhattan, angels can zap you back in time if they have contact with you while they're stone.
Okay.
So yes, angels win. If the Vashnarada have eyes, but I don't know. Need more information.
Your show, man.
Yet to be confirmed. I wish it was my show. I'd fix a lot of things. Anyway.
That is it for me.
It's not it for the episode.
Oh.
I have questions for you.
No.
There are a lot of years that you've spent on the fan favourite Doctor Who YouTube channel, and I've never put your knowledge of Doctor Who to the test, mister.
Head
So
empty. Head empty.
So I have a list of Doctor Who trivia that I would like you to answer.
52.
Elaborate. Actually, no, don't. I don't care.
Theory of everything.
Who? Actually, no. I'll go along your line of thinking. Who is the 14th Doctor?
Steve.
Figure it out.
14.
Who's
As
the
in
14?
where he breaks off. So after he breaks off from 15. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm just asking you who the 14th Doctor is.
Oh, actor wise?
No, you answer the question. I'm not elaborating anymore.
Ooh.
And I'm talking Doctor.
Yeah, I realised.
This is a worst nightmare now.
The one with the title is the second incarnation.
There you go. There
Fourth
you go.
incarnation
Here you
of
are.
David Tennant.
Yes.
Second in the original body of David Tennant, not including his Metacrisis clone,
Mm-hmm.
but through numbers based on when he was actually counting,
Mm-hmm.
like counting through regenerations before he regenerated,
Mm-hmm.
it would be Peter Capaldi.
Thank you. Well done. How many regenerations after Hartnell? Because before Hartnell, fuck me, I don't know. Where does the
52.
where does the second David Tennant land in regeneration numbers?
Does Metacrisis counted as regeneration?
It
Yeah,
did.
we've been through this, yeah.
Yep.
So if Peter's 14, Jodie, 15, 16.
Yes, correct.
So we moved up 2?
You are correct. Right. Next question. They're going to vary in difficulty. What is the Daleks' home planet? God,
Scarbo.
thank you. There you
So-
go.
no, my brain-
Why did that take you so long?
My brain broke. It was like, I know this. I know because I wrote a story where I pretended you were an alien.
Who was name? Here you go. Name one of the Fifth Doctor companions.
Susan. It was just a random name. I
To be fair, Susan did appear in a Fifth Doctor episode, so I'll actually give you that. Who was?
that was just a random
No,
form of name.
Name the Sixth Doctor companion. The first one, I guess, or the second one. I'll take either.
Oh,
Sixth Doctor.
the redhead girl that was in. No.
No. If you want to go down that line, sure. You need to figure out her name. He had two companions, but one of them was much longer than the other. I was thinking of the first, but if you can think of the second, go for it.
Oh, the second one is the redhead which showed up in the latest episode, wasn't she?
Yep, that's correct. What is her name? Or the other one? Up to you. If you can figure out their name, then well done. You get the point. I'm not keeping track of points, by the way. This is just a talk show. Need an answer from you, Kane.
Was she human?
Yes.
I saw some things I
The Sixth Doctor's first companion was American in canon, but played by a British actress. That doesn't matter to you that bit.
I've seen clips of when he was picking clothes, so I was like, I know who it is. I don't think I know their name.
Well, the second one then. You know the second one. She was in Shooty's
Not her
season.
name.
Mel.
Mel.
You fucker. You want me to cut that bit out or I say it, don't you? Huh? Right, next question. Name the street name of the Doctor's junkyard in 1963. I'll accept just the street name, you don't need the number or whatever. I said it earlier today in this very video. I did actually as well. I remember saying it. Oh my goodness.
I'm not listening.
No, I know you're not listening, you don't really do that.
Baltimore.
God, it's Totter's Lane.
You're Potter.
There is only one Doctor on screen that has had a full season that has not faced the Cybermen. Which Doctor is it? Wait, not counting shooting. Or the 14th Doctor.
18th Doctor? No, not 8th Doctor.
18th Doctor.
I meant 8th.
He didn't have a full season.
Oh,
He
season.
doesn't count.
Okay.
A full run. Of like one series.
William Hartnell?
No, he did.
Really?
10th Planet, his final one.
Oh. Well, that's the reason he fucking died.
Yeah, exactly. The answer is easier than you think.
Oh shit, it's Christopher.
Yeah, there you go. Because people would say the third Doctor. If you knew the classic Who's, you would have suggested that.
He was
but
going to be my next guess.
He faced them in the Five Doctors, which is a fifth Doctor story, but he was in that, so he
Right.
faced them. So.
I'll say part of my brain was like, does it count stories they were part in?
And like I say, one with a full season, so John Hurt didn't count, Paul McGann didn't hurt, and technically even 14 didn't count either, David, but he had 3 episodes, so whatever. And obviously Shooty didn't, but he hasn't. His whole run isn't out yet. Right. Next question: how many times have the Daleks made the Doctor regenerate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Jeez, believe it or not, it's not that many, is it?
No, it's not very many. You're gonna work through it now, aren't you?
Time Lords.
Uh-huh.
How did 3 die?
How did 3 die?
No, fourth died by the Master. How did 3 die? I don't know how 3 dies.
I can tell you after this. There's 2 answers for it, but neither of them are Daleks.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Damn it!
The 4 fell off a tower.
Mm-hmm.
5 probably sprained an ankle in cricket.
No comment. Imagine he did that.
6 was... It was something to do
No,
The
speed
Rami.
it up, man.
The
Come on,
Rami.
speed it up.
7
The
was...
Rami!
The Rami.
6.
7 was gunned down.
Mm-hmm.
8 drank.
8 went on the lash, yeah.
9... A war doctor. Does that count as death to Daleks? I'm gonna say yes. Is related to Daleks, but it was really just old age. It was old age, yeah.
Wearing a bit thin, he says it. What do you mean? God, just give me an answer, man.
Is it just 2?
This one.
Doesn't 9 again?
He absorbs the energy of the time vortex. He says it in his own... He says it like 2 seasons later. Tennant does.
What about
to
Metal
save
Crisis?
Rose. That's one. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one time. It's where he gets shot in the streets running after Rose. That's the one time that the Daleks make him regenerate.
His biggest foe.
Well, unless you count the timeless children, in that case, go fuck yourself. Okay, next question. How many times has the Doctor blown up his own TARDIS?
52.
Just for regeneration alone.
Yeah, he's got a history of doing that. Sometimes even just by choosing to explode it. Or telling it to self-destruct because he accidentally locked Clara in the fucking engine again.
And this doesn't just count regenerations, by the way. So how many times has he himself caused the TARDIS to explode?
Does hitting it with a big hammer into 2 count as exploding it?
No, I'd say splitting in half doesn't count as that.
Imploding? Does that count?
Yes. You haven't got a clear answer, have you?
So
You're
5
asking all these-
regenerations, at least.
5 regeneration? Which 5 are you counting? Oh, he doesn't know.
No, 9 didn't explode it. No, T was built on the console.
And that wasn't the Doctor.
So 10 to 11. No. 12 had his eaten by a T-Rex.
And it didn't explode.
It didn't explode.
It didn't explode. And he didn't cause it. Well, he might have done, actually. But...
5.
Is that your answer?
So it's all just 5, yeah. Random guess.
I reckon it's 4. I don't because the classic series is a bit of a icky area because in the Mind Robber they're in the nowhere place for a while and then the cliffhanger is the TARDIS explodes, but technically that's not the Doctor causing it. But the times that I counted were Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS with the 11th Doctor. Is that what you were thinking of too?
Yeah, Clark stuck in the engine.
Yeah. The 10 to 11 and then 12 to 13. But she goes, oh, brilliant. Those are the only times that I can think of where the Doctor himself or herself accidentally or deliberately causes the destruction of it. But I'm definitely missing some.
What about when he's arguing with the TARDIS? When she
Arguing with it?
when she was in the human body, does
That doesn't count as explode though, does it? So, yeah.
What about Big Bang?
That was River that blew up the TARDIS.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he blew up the Pandora cup into the TARDIS.
Oh, true, yeah, never mind, you win. You win that one, you got 4. There you go, you thought of all 4. There you go, that'll do. Got a really mean one. How many faces of the Doctor have we seen on screen? In the canon, so not the Rowan Atkinson ones. Or the Hugh Grant. Oh, the Hugh Grant one is canon now! Thanks to Scream of the Shelker. with Rogue, you know, where his face is hovering. So technically that one counts. Alright, go. I'm thinking about it in my head as well, so let me also.
How many
work it
David
out.
faces count? Is that 1 or 3?
I say we count all David faces as separate.
Said 3.
1,000.
Does Dr. Daughter count, which is a clone?
Dr. Daughter? You mean Jenny?
Yeah.
That's not regeneration.
No.
Yes, stuff like the Doctor healing River's hand and Angels Take Manhattan doesn't count either. Like little things like that don't count. Like actual different faces of the Doctor, how many has he had, and we'll count the David Tennants as different ones.
So the main one's 16, 17, 18.
Because I'm thinking of how many we saw in Time as Child. You got to work that out too, you know.
52.
So let me work it out for you. So 1 to 8 are pretty easy.
Yes.
So 9 John Hurt, 10 Chris Eccleston, 11 and 12 are David, 13 is Matt Smith, then 14 is Capaldi, 15 is Jodie, 16 is David Tennant, 17 is Shooty, and then we also have, so we're at 17, so Joe Martin is pre-Hartnell.
Hugh Grant.
Plus, Hugh Grant somewhere, isn't there? Then we have the 6 Morbius Doctors, so that brings us up to 25. Then we had the girl on the shore who dies in Time as Child.
The first death.
The first death. Then the second one, which I believe was a white girl. Then after that, it was a black boy. Then it was a slightly older boy. Then it was another girl.
That was all on the table.
Then that was all on the table. I'm trying to think. 30. I think 32 there. And then I think it's 32. All of the on-screen ones. I think it's 32, 33. Something in there.
So it could be 52.
Hey, no, definitely not. I can't stretch that out to 52, even if I had the fucking Rowan Atkinson Doctors. How many
I'm scared.
How many seasons of Doctor Who have there been in the classic series and the new series combined?
87.
Incorrect. You're not going to try and guess this one, are you?
42.
No.
That is a close number, though.
It's close here.
52.
So, there are 26 in the classic series.
Age of 47?
It comes at a price. So, 26 in the classic series plus 15 in the new series.
I could just run upstairs and look at what you count your DVDs.
You wouldn't be able to tell which season of the classic series ends and when the next one starts, though, so you would be fucked. So, what's 15 plus 26, Kane? Because I can't figure that out. I've got dyslexic.
15 plus 26.
Oh, it's actually 41! Is it? Isn't it 41? 26 plus 15?
30, so it's now... Yeah, 41.
You were close on. You were 1 off on your first answer. Well done, man. You know what? I'll give you that.
Oh, he does have one confirmed right now. Judy does.
So yeah, 42.
Yeah!
No, but that's not out yet though. That's out in April, and this might not be out in April unless it does release. This video does release in April, in which case you win. Sure.
David Tennant's cartoon season.
It wasn't a season. It was 2 specials.
Who counts a season?
It was one episode. It was an animated episode. What are you fucking smoking?
Not enough.
You're counting fucking dimensions in time as a full season next. Fuck me.
Dimensions in
Fuck off.
time.
Right, thanks for watching this makeshift quiz video. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yep.
Let us know how we did in the comments and if you'd answer any of our questions differently. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for torturing me, and thanks for enduring my torture.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.